Peace, how you doing? This is Dr. Samori, Swygert signing in. I just want to share with you a poem that I wrote actually 10 years ago. About, I think it was either today, I know it was this week, 10 years ago. But I think it's so pertinent and it's so potent of a poem to be written 10 years ago and looking at things coming to fruition. Um, Much of what I say in here we're seeing now. And much of what I feel, I pretty much still feel the same way. The only thing I can really say is that on a religious aspect, I've become more informed and more educated. So definitely on a religious aspect, I'm thinking on a more broader, higher level. But other than that, I really want you to take your time, listen to this, and see what you think in this era. Peace.
All right, so we're going to take a little break. We're going to take a poet's pause for the cause. Rap, hip-hop is all basically good poetry put to a beat, but sometimes you got to take the beat out to get the message. This poem's entitled In This Era. In this era where homeland security is heightened, the nation is frightened, armies from different nations are fighting. Fear and terrorism has got border and airport security tightened. The era we worship, the internet, technology, and the iPod, the time we forsaken Christ and my God. The era that heterosexuals and homosexuals clash over which orientation is odd. The era that Christ has been removed from Christmas to unify man. The era that the Bible and 10 Commandments are nearly contraband. In this era where automobiles parallel park themselves, men are changing to women and sexually rearranging themselves, look in the mirror in the morning and look strange to themselves. In this era where kids are having kids, mothers, fathers, and children should all be wearing bibs because grandmothers are forced to lactate again, because teenage parents can't support their kin. The time when Hollywood movie stars start peeling their skin, like Mel Gibson and Michael Richards revealing racist rage that resides within. When Hollywood marriages become late-breaking news, like Brangelina and Tomcat replacing coverage of AIDS in Africa, poverty in America, and war between Muslims and Jews. In this era, where the country's overpopulated and it's overcapacity, so the rich finance mortgages for houses, condos, and resorts in a new galaxy. The time when we construct more prisons to accommodate thugs, when we need new vaccines because these new age viruses, bacteria, and bugs are resistant to drugs. The times when they say Islamic radicals are losing their minds, and Islamic radicals say American soldiers and journalists are losing their heads, and children losing their virginity when pedophiles lose morality and sneak in their beds. In this era where religious leaders are dethroned for principles they once didn't condone. In this era where grooms are murdered on wedding days, no guns are found on victims, but still 50 shot spray. Now Sean Bell's family is left to grieve. His fiancée and children are left bereaved. Trigger-happy police left only on administrative leave. We talk to the president in sign language and he closes his eyes. We voice our opinions, he turns a deaf ear to our cries. The economy's in uproar, recession, and inflation. Tuition is sky high, only the rich can afford an education. It's the sign of the times. Close that Source magazine and open up Revelations. The era of identity theft and credit card fraud. These schemes give the government reasons for microchips in our hands and the mark of the beast in our forehead. The era where our fish, poultry, vegetation, and the water's polluted. Just a matter of time before we're murdered for the God we saluted. In this era where anti-terrorism and homeland security is an excuse to invade our privacy. Passports electronically encoded, that's travel and vacation piracy. The time when tsunamis, hurricanes, earthquakes, and disease reduced the Earth population by the nth degrees. Where seismograph, Richter scales, Dopplers, and satellites fail to predict the next natural disaster ploy. Like Earth getting struck by an asteroid. With the hole so big, man-made cement can't banish the gap. A hole so big, FEMA can't manage that. The era where a gallon of milk costs the same as a gallon of gas. So you gonna fill up your tank or you gonna fill up your glass? In this era, where every nation has a missile, nuke, or WMD going off like 4th of July fireworks. I know this era seems bleak, but watch how my Messiah works. In this era. God bless.